Welcome to Modern Warfare. I'll be your host, back at it again with another one of those gun guide things that I enjoy doing so much. So, long story short, about a couple days ago, someone commented on the EPR video and they were like, "Damn, this gun's bad, but it ain't as bad as the Dragunov." I was like, "Oh, is the Dragunov that bad?" Hadn't really used it at that point. I went and leveled it up. Played through with a whole bunch, and honestly, I don't dislike it. I like the gun. I think it's fun to use. Handles itself, all modes, relatively well. So let's talk about this gun's role. Dragunov is a moderately high damage, lowish range, moderate fire rate, mobility, sniper rifle. It's kind of a general, it's slightly more mobile than the other snipers, lacks a little more damage, but it's on the flip side of the marksman's rifles. Now, realistically, I don't think it's better than any of the marksman's rifles as a marksman rifle, and it's not a better sniper of these two as pure snipers. But it kind of fills a niche as a medium, close to medium range marksman sniper, where you're like, oh, well, that person's 45 to 50 meters away. I'm just going to one-shot him. And at extreme ranges, it's not going to one-shot reliably. You need the headshot. And up close, its handling is going to tank it versus the quick-scoping ability of the MK2 and the Kar 98. But at that medium range, where those guns aren't one-shotting very much anymore, and where the big guns aren't handling well enough to kill multiple opponents, or, if they miss a shot, they're terrible, this kind of fills that niche. So, it's not bad. It's definitely usable. Muzzle attachments wise, we have only one option really, and that's the monolithic suppressor. That's because this gun wants as much range as possible. And this isn't even good for most builds. If you want to extend your range, this is the item to do it. You go, oh, well, it's a semi-auto. You use the muzzle brake and the compensator. The fire rate's pretty damn low. It's not great. This isn't the Dragunov from old games where you spam it. Up close, the recoil isn't going to mean much, and at long ranges, the time to kill is, you're going to, take your time for your second shot anyway, unless you're really spamming it at, groups. I really didn't find recoil to be an issue, and I'd rather have the handling, if I'm being honest. Barrels. Again, recoil, since it's one of the big parts about these barrels, isn't really a factor. The only things are bullet velocity, range, and handling. Now, bullet velocity at extreme ranges is definitely a factor, but most of the time it's not really a factor, meaning two of the positives for the extended barrel aren't really worth it, and the negatives are pretty substantial. But the damage range is so damn nice. It really is. This gun relies on damage range a lot, so if you're doing any type of pure sniping, I would definitely say the extended's not a bad choice. On the flip side, this doesn't hurt your damage range, it just hurts your supplemental stats, the velocity and the recoil, while buffing your handling. So, definitely the better overall option. But if you're doing pure sniping, the damage range is helpful. And obviously the other two don't hurt. They're just not really that important. Laser, I think this is mandatory for the sniper. You want ADSB because it's not a super long range sniper, and stability is always important. Optics. Alright, this is where this gun's kind of different. This gun really wants I think optic is mandatory. I think as much as the tac laser is mandatory, either the VLK or the variable is mandatory, and here's why. The base, if we look at the base magnifier, it's got that pad around it. When you zoom in with this gun, it totally obscures the entire screen, except for the zoomed in part. When you run the variable, or the VLK, it removes that, giving you a much clearer sight picture. On top of that, this will give you ADS speed, and this one gives you that extra magnification. If you're not running the VLK, run the variable. The negative aim down sight speed is not that bad, and it is a life changer for you. It will save you so much trouble. Run the variable. It's an upgrade. If you haven't unlocked, run the variable. Stock. Hunter Scout and the Stalker Scout, if you want to snipe, use Hunter, and I think that's just overall the best. Stalker Scouts if you want a quick scope or do some more aggressive play with it. These two aren't really worth using, in my opinion. Although if you wanted to corner check people, you could use a skeleton stock. It would work, but I don't know if you really want to do that. Corner checking with a sniper isn't really as viable in this game as it was in previous games. Perks. Sleight of hand, obviously, especially for quick scopers. You don't want the negative speed of running a larger mag, so this is going to give you that ammo at the ready. Focus. is not that bad in this gun. This gun often needs 2 shots at longer ranges. This will allow you to keep your aim on target. FMJ, if you want to shoot down stuff, I mean, I guess it's better than HDR shooting down kill streaks. Probably pretty comparable to an EBR. It's doable. I don't know if you really want to, but you could do it. Mo money, this gun likes headshots. If you're leveling up, that's, boom, use this bad boy. If you're doing pure sniping and you're not running ammo box, you're going to want fully loaded. And that's about it. It's a pretty simple gun perk-wise. Sleight of hand is your best option. Quickly followed by either focused or fully loaded. Ammunition. If you want to run big ammo and lose movement speed, that is your prerogative. I do a lot, but it's not mandatory by any stretch of the imagination. Underbarrel bipod. If you have room for it, throw it on there. It exists. So let's take a look at some of these builds. I got full-on setups for some of these bad boys. Generally, I'm going to say just run ammo box for snipers like this. This is a quick scoper. We got maximum ADS speed and sleight of hand. That's about it. We got backup knife because you're quick scoping, and then throwing knives just because, you know, it's a quick scoper build. This is just kind of like your standard, I'm an edgelord, meta lord, just ESL player, and I'm here to kick butts and suck nuts. So yeah, that's what this is. This right here, this is the pure sniper that doesn't play ground war. This is good for 10v10 modes, objective-based game modes, Piccadilly. This is a medium to longish range with good extended damage ranges from these 2 attachments. Tac laser and hunter scout for stability. Variable zoom to give us that clear sight picture and that extended range. Backup P90 is going to give us emergency spray and pray hipfire weapon up close. Restock and shrapnel with C4 will always have our back covered with some form of emergency spammable item. And then stun grenades are just a nice failsafe. This one right here, this is the streak one. This is the one where if you can aim well, you can rack up kills with this. Compact tac will give you movement speed. Extra ammo size will just allow you to get longer kill chains without reloading. Variable zoom is, like I said, mandatory, and Hunter Scout will give you that long range precision. Pair with Tech Laser. Backup M19, it's light, it's fast, and you can get those 2-shot headshots. You're already planning on aiming for headshots with the Dragunov, and this pistol with headshots tears people up. Scavenger. We're not going to be sitting too far back, so we're going to be getting some ammo pickups. Hardline to get those kill streaks in faster, and then shrapnel with frag grenades. Really couldn't. Yellow perks are not very good in this game. Any of these will work, but I'm just said, fuck it. Shrapnel frag grenades. Last one is the I'm a super sneaky sniper. You're going to be running the extra cool Dragunov setup with the bipod and the long barrel and the thermal and all that stuff. Either the monolith express or the compensator, but this one also has minimum recoil for spammability. You're going to sit back, you're going to see a whole group, and you're just going to bang, 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 whole group. Incredibly good damage output. Cold-blooded and ghost will keep us off thermal sights, off mini-maps. Tune-up is going to allow us to constantly be getting our ammo upgrade, or stop and power, whichever one we want. Both are very good with the setup. Proximity mine, heartbeat sensor will give you some danger close potential. I didn't really pick a backup. Anything will work. If I was sweating, snake shot pistol, but they're going to nerf that soon. 100% going to nerf that soon. So Desert Eagle or M1911, I'd say, for that up close stopping power. So let us go. This is not what I want. I forgot to set this up. My apologies. We're going to be going to Euphrates Bridge. And we're just going to be dropping some bots for a second. If you like the content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I don't really like begging for that, like I said in the update video, but you kind of have to in the current on YouTube. So I'm not going to dwell on that too long. It's taking forever to load into this. So yeah, it's a fun gun, and I'm going to try to get some solid gameplay for you. I haven't played a lot of COD the past couple days. Been very, very busy working and all that jazz. So I'll be a little bit rusty. Almost all the COD gameplay I've had recently, it's just been me abusing the snake shot revolver. So we're gonna bring out the quickscoper first. Try to hit some nice little shots. I keep my headphones off while recording because I don't like not being able to hear myself. Oh, there we go. Where's the second one? Come here. Come here. Where are you at? Alright, that was rough. Gotta get a death out of the way. You know, warm up. Guess what, bots? Whew. This is rough right now. I apologize for what you're seeing. I gotta get up close. Now, the one problem with this gun is this gun can't one-shot with arm shots. That's going to be like the big flaw you see with the Dragunov. You're going to get a lot of arm shots, and you're going to get a lot of frustrating hit markers. Oh, hello. There we go. So you get that chest shot, it's pretty easy. That wasn't even that high of a chest shot, and that was a little far away. But you'll see a lot of arm shots, which give you very frustrating non-kills. I'm not a fan of that. Let's use this UAV, try to actually do some with this. I haven't even warmed up. This is just my first game in. There we go. Man, I am just rusty at quickscoping. I literally haven't touched a sniper since the HDR video. Oh boy, and I was never even a good quickscoper to start out. Alright, we're going to switch to a different setup real quick. Let me get you, and then... yeah, now we're starting to see it. It works. It's a solid setup. There we go. That's not bad. I'll take it. Alright, and real quick I want to show you that sight for the base one. How that looks. You can see when you zoom in, it eats up that whole screen. Super ugly. Let's get the second setup with the variable zoom. You can see, no longer does that. Much clearer side picture. Plus, you know, variable zoom. It can still ADS relatively quickly. It's not going to be the, like, god-tier quickscoper. But it can definitely do the trick in a pinch. Like, it's not like the HDR where you're screwed if you're engaged up close. You can still hold your own if you're a competent quickscoper. But mostly, you're going to get pretty consistent one-shots. You know, it's not a pure bolt action. But it's not... oh my gosh, that's rough. Oh my goodness. We're not talking about, you know... whew, this is just going rough for me right now. Never said I was good with this gun. Kind of medium range. Drop people. Let's go to the bridge. Get some kills from up there. This video is going to be a lot longer than I meant it to be. Whoop. Don't mind me. Just gonna be escaping up here. Let's throw some stopping power on this bitch. For some reason, activating perks, so you just use your gadgets. That's fine. What do we got? Oh yeah, come here. Where'd you go? Yeah. Stop power on this gun does not mess around. Ooh. You can see that negative bullet velocity is actually affecting you there. Not a lot of lines in sight in this game where that'll actually hurt you. Whoop. You can see this gun at these ranges. It definitely... whoop. If I wasn't so bad, I'd be getting kills. Yeah, it was a clean one shot right there with stop power. No, you can kill people. Oof. Dang, this is just... alright, we're just gonna forget about that. We'll switch to a pure sniper. You can see the bullet velocity right there in that brief clip before I died. Not great. So, let us use the pure sniper. Variable again. I think the mobility on this one isn't even that bad. Much more consistent one-shots with the setup. Much slower. But we're suppressed, for one thing. Which is always nice. This is probably objectively the best one, I'd say, from my experience. Not the most versatile, but damage range and suppression are both nice. Hey, buddy. Right there. You can see that chest shot was what dropped him. And yeah, it's about... I wish I could hear. So what it is, let's break out the low recoil one so you can see the difference. I'm going to spam with this one, then I'm going to switch to the other one and show you that one. And it's definitely a difference recoil-wise. Like... but it's still pretty jumpy. And if you prone, it's like here, I'll show you. If you prone... just prone? There we go. It definitely isn't great either. It's just, it feels kind of pointless. You're going for one-shots with this gun. I don't really see the point in trying to minimize your recoil on a gun where your second shot hopefully doesn't matter, and if it does matter, it's at a range where it doesn't. So we're just gonna say, you know, I don't like the setup. I don't like minimizing recoil. The thermal was just kind of to make it tactical. Where are you? Yoink. Thermal side scopes are nice though. Not a bad option. One fault of this gun is that the base bullet velocity is kind of low, which is a little annoying. So yeah, you saw the recoil when we were with the other one. Let's use this higher recoil setup, so you can kind of see the difference. So if we're just standing with this one, clearly much higher. But when you think about it, you recoil control, like I'm recoil controlling now, and slowing the fire down a tad bit. Like, that's without recoil control right there, and this is with recoil control. So, yeah, if we stand back here, timing our shots a little bit, yeah, it's a little bit erratic, but, you know, those shots are all hitting a torso. And past that range, why are you spamming it? Like, this is a sniper rifle. I think the fault a lot of people have with the Dragunov is they use it like the EBR, when it's not that. It's not that. This is much closer to the AX-50. Or the Kar 98K is the EBR. Wow, it did not look like I was aiming at his head. Also, that's a fun little mini game. Just have everyone run maximum zooms, try to quickscope each other. When you zoom in, you will be right on somebody. You either are hitting them or you are missing them. And if you miss, you are dead because you're zoomed in right on like the entirety of their chest. But man, you can quickscope out of some ranges with this. Give me someone like, yeah. Like that. Oh, I hit him. Come on, give me someone. Line this up. Oh yeah, that one's perfect. No, I hit him. I'm just messing around. That's about all I've got. Sorry for the lateness of this video, and sorry for it being kind of long. I'm not going to bore you too much longer. Thanks for watching. That's about it. Deuces.